Hey, ladies, welcome to the Mom2Mentor podcast. If this is your first time joining, welcome. If you are a repeat listener, thank you for your loyalty. I really sincerely mean that. And especially since I just found out I have exceeded 20,000 downloads. Woo woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you for my repeat listeners. And again, if you're new, then hopefully you'll come back and tell another mom or another parent about the Mom2Mentor podcast. We are more than just nurturers. We are mentors. So we have to be a positive example in front of our children. And this podcast is designed to help you with that. It's not a one-size-fits-all, but it should invite critical thinking when it comes to parenting. So anything that I share with you, even if you say, yeah, that's just not me, it still should provoke you to think about, I should do something as it relates to becoming a better parent. Remember, again, in my definition of a good parent or a good mom, you're teaching. It's just that simple. And yes, along the journey of raising my children, there were times I was a bad parent because I wasn't effectively teaching my children. And so what happened is other folks taught them bad behavior. And then I had to come back and correct something that I should have taught myself. But I didn't know back then. Young, I'm out hustling, making sure my children had everything they needed. Again, no excuse, but I own what I did or what I did not do as it relates to raising my children. This podcast is designed for you to not make some of the mistakes I did. It's all about knowing and making sure that you have the information needed to be a good parent. And I hear you. I'm a good parent. I do this and this for my kid. That's fine. But if you are not teaching them, then I'm sorry. I'd have to put you in the category of being a bad parent because good parents teach. Good parents set their children up for success. Because even today, my kids come back and say, I remember when you told me this or you had me do that, and I still do it today. Oh, wow, that's when I was a really good parent. Because now they're coming back and they're telling me, reminding me of some things I did do right as I was raising them. All right, enough for my spiel today. So what am I talking about? As a parent, as a mom, what character traits should we be instilling in our children? And so for all of you that have been following me, thank you. I've been talking about planting character seeds in our children and how to cultivate them so that they will grow. So today's character seed is humor. Do you have a sense of humor, Mom? Do you laugh regularly with your kids? Not laugh at them, but laugh with them. Why is having a sense of humor important? Because there's so much that is happening right now in this world. On the negative scale, it's out of proportion. It's just exploded. And I even hate to go on social media now or turn on the news because of the level of negativity that is out there. And with me being older, I can adjust and let things roll off. But then I think about our kids. They're exposed to this and they're seeing and hearing all this negativity, and there's no wonder why they experience what they're going through. Enough of that, right? Because this is not going to be a down episode. It's going to be an uplifting episode. At least I'm going to attempt that. But we have to learn how to have a sense of humor. because it's going to help us navigate through life. It's going to help with that stress. Once upon a time, way back when, my brother, he tries to be a comedian. How about that? But anyway, on this occasion, we were going out of town on a trip. And as we got maybe an hour or so into the trip, the tire blew. With him being so silly as he is, he said, had I known I was going to have a flat tire, I would have left earlier. And so we're all laughing. And that's how we have to navigate life, ladies, right? With that sense of humor, because bad things are going to happen, stress is going to happen. But you gotta get in there and say, you know what? I'm not going to allow this to impact my purpose. And every day you get up, you have a purpose. And that purpose is raising your children and helping them navigate through life. If you know somebody like that's always joking and having a happy go lucky life, hey, make sure you insert them in your life in some kind of way because it's extremely important. And then, if all possible, make sure your child is exposed to that. You may have the next comedian in your family. It all starts with having a sense of humor. What are some of the benefits of having a sense of humor? Your mental and physical health. It helps reduce stress and anxiety, leads to improved mood and emotional well being. It also helps with social connections. It helps break the ice in new relationships or strengthens the existing ones. People who share laughter feel more connected and understood. It's a coping mechanism, makes negative situations more bearable. The example I just gave you about my brother and the flat tire. Enhance communication. It helps ease tension and create a more relaxed atmosphere. Right. Again, we're talking about dealing with stress. Longevity. If you're interested in living longer, then having a good sense of humor can help you achieve your goal. If you want to live to be 100, you got to start laughing more. Improve leadership. I would say improve parenting. Parenting who use humor effectively can motivate and inspire others, creating a positive environment. And that's what our children need when they come home, when they're at home. There still needs to be some level of them being comfortable and that you can laugh to get how to cultivate. You watch something comical, a movie, video, or sitcom. Social media has all kinds of fun and funny stuff out there. You can use that as your starting point. I like America's Funniest Videos. If I want a really good laugh, I'll watch that. I also have favorite comedians. Do you have a favorite comedian? Okay, then you can put that in or schedule them in weekly or daily. More than likely, it's probably going to be weekly, given your schedule and everything that's going on with the kids. But you want to integrate that into your life. Try to incorporate humor into your daily lives. It acts as a medicine to your well being. I promise you, it's going to help ease some of that tension or that stress away from you. Encourage your child not to take everything serious. They could be the next comedian in your family. One of the things my son and I and my daughter, we used to play games and I used to talk a lot of smack. As I was talking smack to him, he got upset. And I was like, sir, I'm just teasing. It's a game. We're having family time. But he didn't care for me talking a lot of smack when it came to the game. So just sharing with him, I'm just having fun. That this is how I have fun. We can't take everything so serious where we're at in life, in this life's journey, with all the stress and everything that's going on. Our kids have a tendency to say, you know what, there's no room to laugh. But I promise you, if we turn those things off, and start turning to things that make us happy, make us laugh, develop that sense of humor, then guess what? They're going to start looking at life differently. Folks out here fighting and all of that, turn that off. Turn something on that's going to make you laugh. Way back in the day, okay, yeah, I'm telling my age. We used to be able to tickle people. And I know I don't even hear that word anymore, tickle. But that's one thing we used to do when we didn't have social media or access to comedians. I just want to encourage you, ladies. It is important to develop a sense of humor because you have to pay it forward. If I didn't mention what humor is, it's the ability to laugh at a comical situation or make someone laugh. And there are going to be people that just say, you know what, that's not me. So just keep moving on. You're going to encounter people like that. But as far as your child or your children, this is the prime time to do it, to introduce humor to them because they are young. They really don't have a lot of obligations but to go to school and get good grades. And I know, again, me and my siblings, we used to crack on each other and we just start laughing at different things as we were talking about each other. Back in the day when I was growing up, they called it the dozens. Long story short, introduce humor to your children. It's going to go a long way. And again, find your favorite comedian. Find your favorite TV show that makes you laugh because it's going to help not only you, but your children. So, as I conclude this episode, tell another parent, tell another single mom about the Mom to Mentor podcast. And if you enjoyed this episode, leave me some feedback. I would love to hear from you. You can go to my YouTube channel and you can also go on singlemomsunitedpodcast.com and leave me some feedback there under the blog area. Would love to hear from you. I'm also on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Anything I can do to help you with your parenting, ladies, and maybe some gentlemen, let me know. Would love to talk to you about it and give you my thoughts on it because we're all in this together. All right, you have a wonderful day, a fantastic month, a marvelous week. You take care.